Hola, minasan! Welcome back for another round of trailer reactions. Marvel vs. Capcom released the third trailer for their fighting collection. And this one is the Marvel vs. Capcom 1, The Clash of Heroes. This was the one that got everybody hyped about big time. Like, this elevated the whole Marvel and Capcom craze that we'll come to love. This was like the beginning. So there was I guess it was like a test run, like they were poking and prodding. But it's pretty cool that this collection is showing the evolution of Marvel fighting games overall. How it all started with X-Men, went to superheroes, now in Marvel vs. Capcom. It's pretty crazy when you think about it, how far along it came from that. You know what I mean? And the fact that it was very well made, despite the small number of fighters from Marvel superheroes, which was 10, and I think there was only, yeah, it was just 10 in each one, right? There was 10 in X-Men, Children of the Atom, and 10 in Marvel superheroes. But now we end up with more Marvel characters plus Capcom characters, and that's what makes it so awesome. So we're gonna check out and celebrate Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes with this next trailer. So, without further ado, let's get reacting. Marvel presents Capcom. Game Spotlight. Yes, the first one. Capcom's third fighting game. Mega Man, Captain Commando. Yeah. But what was cool about it too was that it introduced us to it gave us hidden characters, more hidden characters. Nodia! Venom. Captain Commando. Like yeah, lazy. Lazy. Lazy footage. So hilarious. Oh man, the fighting collection. Sometime in 2024. So yeah, it looks like they're gonna keep repeating the same behind the scene footage. Oh man. Let me share my thoughts. Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom not only expanded the roster, but it also gave us the Capcom characters. But what was great about this one was that they introduced us to characters from Capcom games that were that didn't how you say, well, you could say well known. They weren't that well known, even though they were released in North America. Some of them were released in North America. Like in the case of Captain Commando. Let me see if I can find Captain Commando here. Yeah. See, like Jin from Stargladiator, like Jin, and of course Venom. Pretty cool. Where's Captain? Here we are, Captain Commando. You know what I'm saying? Like, their arcades came out in North America, but they were not widespread. Like, I didn't find these in the arcades in the early 90s, these games, Captain Commando. You know what I mean? And it was pretty it felt pretty annoying knowing that. This introduced concepts basically of characters popping out and doing attacks, like Unknown Soldier here in this case, and they brought in a whole bunch of characters here. There we go. Good. They pretty much had a very solid roster this time. Instead of just having Wolverine and Hulk and Captain America, they brought in Venom, palette swap Iron Man. I know it's War Machine, but it's palette swap Iron Man. That was a little on the cheap side there. They brought Gambit in from X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and which I noticed that hasn't been covered yet, has it? Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. They skipped X-Men vs Street Fighter, didn't they? We're gonna have to see if there's an X-Men vs Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they brought in everybody from they pretty much brought everybody in from X-Men and Marvel superheroes, but they palette swapped. They palette swapped poor Iron Man. And what's interesting too, if you notice, he's the only villain here, Venom. Although now he's anti-hero, but before that, it never even occurred to me he's the only villain here in this game. You know what I'm saying? He's the only villain. Everybody else are heroes. They're all main antagonists or heroes here. Morrigan and Zangief. They're not antagonists. They're more like what's that? Oh, I forgot that name. But they're not bad guys. They're not bad guys. But we had mostly heroes here from other games, Strider and Jin and Captain Commando and of course Mega Man. And then of course we got the hidden characters, which I'm surprised they didn't show. You know what I'm saying? I guess they wanted to keep that a surprise for those who haven't played it yet. But for those of us who have played it, I play role. I play role. But plenty of hidden characters, Iron Zangief and so on, which is pretty awesome. But it's very fascinating though that this was the game where we only had one genuine villain. That was Venom. Everybody else is a superhero. So it really did live up to its title of Clash of Superheroes plus one villain. Clash of Superheroes and one villain. That should be the full title. But yeah, this introduced us to the partner. Like you see Anita on the top right, her icon, and Unknown Soldier on the top left. And this will be fully utilized when Marvel vs. Capcom 2 happens, in terms of rather than having random side characters jumping in, it would be your team that would jump in. Like you'll see the evolution very clearly here. This is actually pretty cool. That's a cool crouch. But yeah, this gave us. This really showed us really how far this game can go. Because look at this screen here. It's very chaotic. You know what I'm saying? You see Zangief getting punched by a giant robot while War Machine is bringing out a giant cannon to fire at them. And that really was what elevated the fun factor to this game here. Then the air combos and double jumps that they brought in. It's like they brought it all together, pretty much, from X-Men, Marvel superheroes, and X-Men vs Street Fighter, and they got it all together into this one game here. And I guess being that this was that one step of the way with each game, it was experimental. Capcom was being very cautious, very very cautious with putting all their eggs in one basket to make sure that they don't have a bust of a game. Like, this was very ambitious. This was an ambitious fighting game. When you think about it, it's a very ambitious fighting game because this was 2v2 as opposed to the traditional 1v1 best of 3 fighting games, or in this case here, like King of Fighters, where you had one whole team and you had to wipe out the whole team. But it would be like on a per round scale kind of thing. Like you knocked out a character, then you'll get some health back, and then you start round 2. Whereas here, there is no round 1, round 2, round 3. Everything is happening all in real time, and every time a character gets knocked down, another character, the character just automatically jumps in rather than having transitions and starting up the round. So it was very ambitious, and the fact that they were able to do this, I think this is the CPS2 motherboard. This one, I think that was the CPS2 motherboard that they were using on this one before Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Comment below and let me know if I'm correct. But the fact that they were able to prove that you can have this all on the screen at once is a great testament to game development, and would lead to Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but not before the other games that come before it. Oh man, so yeah, I can't wait to play this one and show you how I play Roll in Mega Man. Mega Roll. Oh man, so that was Marvel vs. Capcom. Clash of Superheroes. Comment, like, subscribe, follow, you know you want to, and head on over to Amazon.com, grab yourself a copy of The Impossible Man, strange fantasy novel written by me. You'll find the links down in the description below, along with links to other merch such as pins, t-shirts, stickers, music. Please enjoy the merch. Thank you for your patronage. And if you're interested, you can join me on my live multi-stream on Twitch and Kick, Monday through Thursday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looking forward to hanging out with you live. So thank you all for joining me. Until the next trailer, I wish you all a good night, buenas noches, and oyasumi nasai.